Okay, so you're in the world of early childhood education and care service delivery, and you hear this terminology all around like governance, governance, governance. I remember when I first started hearing that term, I was like, governance, oh my, what can this be? Governance isn't really that hard. It is just it is a term, and it is a structure and a set of goals and a whole range of things that you need to understand. So governance is how you protect your business. So whether your business is a home business or whether your business is, whatever, governance is how you protect that. So what are the systems that you have in place? What are your processes that you have in place? How do you protect it? You've got to have money's due every Friday, or whatever it is, a process. You must sign your child in. So they're processes. All of those processes add up to like your management. Then all of those strategies line up to your governance, so to speak. And who's who? Who can make decisions? If you're you're the person at home and you're operating your home business, then chances are the business decision comes down to you. So you've got to make decisions for the now, you've got to make decisions for the future, and you've got to make decisions long term. So depending on what your goal is, that's what any business needs to make. So you've got to think, okay, I want to run my business X amount of days, X amount of times. How much money do I need in order to make that happen? So that's one of the first things we look at. We look at costings and is it viable? Because there's no point running a business if you're, if your money's not going to meet up, and then, where are you going to be then? So, is this viable for me? Like, if I'm an educator and I'm starting out and I've got this really huge property and I can have, lots of children and whatever that is, then, how many children can I have? Now, in Australia, you can only have up to 7 children anyway. So that's it. That's the maximum. So you can turn over 7 children, but you can only have 7 children at any given time. So let's just say I enroll my child only on a Monday, then you might have another child that comes in Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So you're still operating at capacity, but you're breaking that up between children and families, those sorts of things. So what is your capacity? You might live in a really small home and you can really only safely, and from a quality perspective, you might really only be able to care for infants, and that might only be 1 or 2, but you could be the best baby carer in the world and people will come to you for that. If you're the baby whisperer and you become known for that, you can have 2 or 3 babies and that's it, and then they go on to a different age group. There's nothing wrong with that if that's where your skill lies and your strength lies. Look, I know for me, when I was working directly with children, my favourite age group was toddlers. So would I do it again? Well, there's a really big part, a selfish part of me that would say, yes, I'm only going to do toddlers because that's what I enjoy. And, it's up to you how you want your business to look. So anyway, back to the topic, governance and business and what you need to do in your family daycare home. And again, this goes for all businesses. So we've talked about the costing. The next thing, a really good sound business practice, you've got to have, now we always say in our world, you've got to have your policies and procedures, but that's really just a way of telling everybody what you want. So if you're at home, you've got your 2 babies that you're caring for, and you don't want people tromping through the front door when you've got this lovely little tranquil environment set up for your babies in the front door. Do you know what I mean? So in your policies and procedures, your philosophy is about babies, so you might have a calm entrance, you might have a back entrance, whatever that is for you. But that's how you put your philosophy into action, so to speak. So if I am one of your parents and I come to you, when you enroll me into your home and all those sorts of things, you say, now Jody, we've got the babies in the front area here, and this is the environment that we create. So when you do come to collect your child, if you wouldn't mind coming in through the bank, so at the back. So therefore, I can see your calm environment, I can hear your calm nature dealing with me, and you've shown me what to do. You may need to remind me. People are people and things happen, so you may need to do that. But then if you tell me to come in through the back gate, then the next parent comes in through the back gate, the next parent comes in through the back gate, and so on. And that's where you get your standard of operation and your standard of care, and that protects you on a range of levels, but that protects your philosophy, that protects your environment. So do you see where I'm going with that? So all of your processes and procedures, your policies, your fee structure, how you're going to set up your fees, how much work or business you can generate. Can you do something else with your business? So regardless of being in family daycare and working from home, I cannot stress enough how much governance is important to you guys to get your head around. So make sure that you've got your head around your business, and don't forget, I've got a little business plan here that will get you started and think those things through. The other thing with the business is thinking through your risks. What are your risks? Do you have a front door that doesn't lock and you're across the road from a creek? Or there are risks to everything. Do you have stairs? How do we manage that risk? Is the risk you might have a child that's enrolled that's an infant and you've never had infant experience or any infant training or something. So you know what, that's a risk. Best I PD myself. Best I get some more information around what I can expect with this age group and those sorts of things. So it's about all of that put together. So that is your governance of your home business. So remember, there's always links here. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. There's always links here where you can reach out should you get stuck. So yeah, I'll talk soon. See ya. Bye.